Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know, it occurs to me that the families of these victims have traveled such different roads in the last 15 years post this tragedy. I don't think it's a pain that none of us could probably imagine. It's except for maybe those who've lost very dear close ones and relatives. It's very, very tough pain. I remember, as Columbine's representative of school shootings, have unfortunately occurred many other school shootings. Paducah, Kentucky comes to mind to me, and I interviewed the families that lost loved ones. And very difficult thing when a child says to his parent, you know, Mom, I just really feel like I need to sign that organ donation card. And then she does, and 3 days later she's dead. She's killed. But she saved 7 other lives that day. But she didn't know. She just had a sense. Or the parent who felt they had to give that child an extra hug and a kiss and then didn't see them ever. School safety is a huge issue, and I know it consumes all of our minds. We've passed a number of very, very good bills. I really want to thank our law enforcement people who every day have to make the very tough decisions on school campus about the safety of our children. Every day I ask my son, if something were to happen, what would you do? Where would you go? Do you have an exit strategy? What is your school telling you? Because all of us ask this about our children. We worry. And it's terrible we have to worry like that. What would happen if this happened at your school? What would you do? And our children have a very surprisingly, almost, it's become now, unfortunately, a part of the day that they have to think about on school campus. What would happen? Where would I go if such a thing occurred? And so as you and I look at future issues regarding school safety, regarding what goes on at school, not to be overreactionary, but to be sound and responsible and contemplative about what this does to families and our children, I want to thank all those people that without pay, without subsidy, gather to talk about these issues because they care about them and they care about our students. One program I know that many of us have been involved in is the Whole Safe to Tell, where a child can dial a 1-800 number and say, I heard someone talking about bringing guns to school, or this kid's going to have suicide, or this kid is contemplating violence. And to be able to have teams come in and help that child. Folks, it has saved countless numbers of lives and countless numbers of school violence. And I would hope these kind of programs can be done throughout the United States, because the pressures our kids face today are so great. They're so terrible. Bullying, peer pressures, having to live up, the amount of stress to succeed in life. It's all very, very difficult. I didn't have it when I was growing up, and our kids have it way more today. So I want to honor the families here in Columbine that had such a tragic loss, and that 15 years later we can't contemplate where their lives are, but the productivity of what they've learned from this and where they've gone in life, we honor, we cherish, and we wish all of them well. And I want to thank all of you, every one of you, who work so diligently in this area, who vote and who do what you can to protect our students and protect our school safety. Thank you.